This is my morning. I know I'm going to get soaked because this rain is insane. I have an umbrella. I don't even know if the umbrella is going to help or not, but I have to get to the parking structure so I can get to the airport. What a mess this morning is. Okay, my uniform is soaked. My skirt, my shoes are squishing out water. I have to call out. This is an emergency. I am soaked to the bone. Like, my shoes are squishing out water. This is miserable. So miserable. I can't go to work like this. Just ignore my hair. I am letting it air dry so then I can blow it out with a hair tool, and then run the flat iron through it, because when I do that, it just makes styling my hair for work so much easier. So yeah, this is like a partially dried, I was gonna say wig, this partially dried hair, my real hair. But okay, so those little clips of the video that you just saw, yeah, that was hell that morning. I drove to work, I got drenched by torrential rain, and I ended up not being able to go on that trip. I mean, I was so wet you could wring out water from my cardigan. My shoes were like sponges. I would step on my shoes and it would just squish and release water. My suitcase was soaked. Everything was just so wet. So needless to say, I didn't have time. I missed my flight. By the time I would get home and change and then get back, I would have missed my flight. I did miss my flight. I was able to get home and change. I wasn't able to get back in time to catch the flight. So I missed my trip. And yeah, I was not happy about that at all. It actually bummed me out all week, because when you miss a trip, it's serious. You get reprimanded for it. You get a negative point. So yeah, that was not a good week for me. But today I'm on my third day off of having 3 days off, and then I will work for 4. I'm on reserve this month, so what that means is I'm kind of on call. I know what days I'm working. I don't know what I'm working, but the company does allow me to bid for trips out of trips that are available. So what I did was I must have put like 10 or 12 bids. A couple were for like single day trips. I was looking for a 4-day trip because ideal, that would be perfect. I know what I'm doing all 4 days and then I wouldn't have to worry about it, but there were no 4-day trips available. So put in a couple of bids for single day trips, only because those trips looked interesting and I wanted to try one. And then the others were 3-day trips and 2-day trips, but I have to work the next 4 days. I don't know what I'm working. I don't know where I'm going, what I'll do, but my bids are in. In about an hour, the bids will close, and then in a couple of hours, I'll find out where I'm going, what I'm doing, and I'll let you know. So come with me on today's adventure. So from all the different bids I put in for trips in order to work these 4 days that I am scheduled to work on reserve, I did get awarded a 2-day trip. So today, this afternoon, I will be starting a 2-day trip in which I fly a turn to Nassau, and then I go up to Baltimore, and I have like an 18-hour layover. Then I'll still be good to work 2 days, so I'll put in a bid tomorrow for another 2-day trip, and that will eat up all 4 of my days. That's what my plan is, so hopefully it works out as easily, seamlessly as I'm hoping that it will. I'll keep you posted though. Come with me. I'm parked all the way out here in the E section, waiting for a shuttle to come. Hopefully one comes soon. I've given myself plenty of time. I should be fine. But here I am, just waiting for a shuttle to come. I made it to the Bahamas. Now security and the cleaners will get on, and then we'll hopefully passengers will head back. It is 2:11 a.m. I don't know how to make those better. I think that's just the way my bangs are gonna look today. 2:11 a.m. and I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland. We were delayed. Leaving Miami. Everyone boarded, and then we got a notification that the flight was being delayed because of weather passing through between Miami and Baltimore. So then we got approved to go after an hour being on the tarmac, and we started making our way out when the captain made another PA saying that the Baltimore airport was shut down because of the weather. So we had to wait like another 30 minutes, turn off the engines to conserve gas, and wait for them to get approval to continue on. So now I'm here. Now I'm in Baltimore, and I think that's all I'm going to say for tonight because I'm tired. It has been a Friday the 13th from Friday the 13th. It's not been a good day. Okay, so I think I mentioned this. I'm on reserve this month, which means I know what days I'm scheduled to work. I don't know where I'm going. I can bid for trips that are available, but basically the company uses me as they need, to cover whatever trips. So I had a block of 4 days that I'm good for, and this trip that I'm currently on right now, the one that has me laying over in Baltimore, is a 2-day trip. I'm still good for 2 more days. So I put in a generic bid for this afternoon's run for a generic 2-day trip, and I did get awarded a trip. I'm going to Las Vegas. So tonight when I land in Miami, which I think I arrive in Miami at 10:30, I am just going to stay in Miami because tomorrow at 3 o'clock I have to report for my new trip, my new 2-day trip, which has me laying over in Las Vegas. So I'm glad. It gives me a little bit better peace of mind knowing what I have on the books, like where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'd rather do that than sit in Miami idle, just waiting for them to call me. So I feel good about that. In that regards, I feel like the world is rigged in my favor because they gave me a little schedule that I can work with, and that's where we're at. So I'm just finishing getting dressed. I'm gonna zip up my suitcase. I'm gonna head downstairs. Right now our flight is delayed 35 minutes, the flight from Baltimore to Miami, but our show time is still the same, 17:56, so 5:56 p.m. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and carry on, make sure that I'm not late. Here's a little Baltimore hotel art and decoration. And then a view of the Baltimore airport. And then we're gonna jump right into my next trip, and that trip is going to be to Las Vegas. Starting another 2-day today. Today's very easy. I'm just going to Las Vegas, where I have a 13+ hour layover.
I got Alexa. You can go online and read on it, but it's not very specific on what's happening. So, I mean, this is a huge lawsuit,
So I made it to Las Vegas. Flight time was 4 hours and 42 minutes, so kind of lengthy. The temperature here is 110 degrees right now, so 110. This hotel doesn't have a casino, or we're not next to a casino or anything. There is one about a 10-minute walk. I thought about playing a little bit, but since there's not one here, I'm not going to, I'll just save my money. I won't donate it. But let's see, we'll do a little room tour and then I'll tell you a little bit about my day. So this room is nice and big. Here's a little wet bar area and a coffee station. Front door, 2 beds. And if you look this way, here is the bathroom. And it's sort of like a Jack and Jill because there's a door here and a door there. And over there, there's a little sitting room. So a little sofa, a chair, a desk, a TV, sink and closet, and a view of the Sphere, the Las Vegas Sphere. So nothing too exciting to report. There was a little bit of weather leaving Miami, so we kind of had to fly down through the Gulf. There was a big storm over a big portion of the US that we were trying to avoid. So we did have a little bit of bumps here and there. And then as we get close to the West Coast, when you go over the mountains, there's a few other bumps. So yeah, that's all to report. We did have buy on board snacks. I'm telling you, the airline is upping its game because our buy on board snacks, they're really improved and more variety now. Like we have beef jerky, we have a Tostitos box with like corn chips and salsa. What else do we have? We had a tapas box, and that tapas box looked really good. It was like a white cheddar cheese with pita dipping chips, beef jerky, olives, brownie brittle. What else was in there? Dried apricots and pistachios, I think, in that box. And then we also have this like roast beef sandwich that is available for purchase. And then we had our cheese plates and Doritos. So we had quite a few snacks for sale, and we sold just about everything. We were sold out of almost everything. Everyone was hungry. And granted, it was a long flight, so of course they were hungry. Yeah, but that's it. I'm just now gonna put on some comfy clothes and relax and have a look at the Sphere. It keeps changing. Okay, it's the next morning. I woke up in Las Vegas. The Sphere was making a little happy face, like a good morning happy face, which was really cute. And yeah, I have to be downstairs at 7:30. It is 7:16, so I'm just about to head down there. I didn't do anything last night. I had thought if this hotel had a casino, or there was a casino next door, that I might go and play a little bit, but that wasn't the case. I'm near the convention center, so I just watched a little bit of TV and I was in bed by 10, so I should be well rested. Today I am heading to Los Angeles, and then that's a short flight. Like Las Vegas to LA is a short flight, and then I'm flying from LA to Miami, and then I'm done, and then hopefully I catch my red-eye flight, not my red-eye flight, I catch my late night flight, commuter flight home, which leaves at 10:48. So that's what my day looks like. Continuing on the adventure.